I've been studying, as you know, George, CBDs for a long time. And CBDs literally saved my daughter's life. My daughter had one continuous migraine headache for 13 years and 10 years of seizures associated with it. It was literally killing her. We had her in bed for almost 10 years. She was dying, and we tried every medication known to man. We got with the CBDs with the THC in it, in this case, and within a few weeks, she started to improve. And within a year, she was back to normal. And she is now 90%, 90 to 95% free of headaches, no seizures, and is thriving. Um, what we have to understand with CBDs, and I've written a paper on it, I know I've sent it to you guys before, a white paper on it. CBDs repair. It both improves the immune system and it repairs neurological damage. Now, the most common use for CBDs is that of pain management, and it is as good as or better than opioids and narcotics because it's not addictive and it is just as effective. So lots and lots and lots of people are getting off of opioids and narcotics and going to CBDs for pain management for huge and huge amounts of pain. So I'll stop there, but my paper is available if you guys want it to publish it. Remember, we talked about a minute ago that CBDs are neuroprotective and neuroreparative. So they repair neurological. Part of the neurological, of course, is psychological. So stress, um, anxiety, depression, all of those things can be dramatically improved. And we have used them on many patients where they were schizophrenic, bipolar, uh, agoraphobic, all kinds of things, that all kinds of psychological disorders that were just that literally melted away, and these people were able to get off all of their medications. Now, that's not to say that everybody can do that.
Of
That is
course.
only with your medical doctor's approval. But it improves your heart, the all of the electrical connections in the body. Doesn't matter whether it's to your heart, to your lungs, to your kidneys, to your joints, all of those things. So, and it improves your immune system. In improving the immune system by boosting it, it all of a sudden becomes reparative. It'll start repairing things like inflammation and joints and those kinds of things. Now, if you ask me, the perfect combination would be CBDs and stem cells because they would work together synergistically to continue to rebuild the body faster and better than anything else on the market. CBDs, hemp oil, is literally the most powerful medical, if you want to call it medical, health oil in the world to this date. And again, tend to be long-winded, guys, and I apologize, but it's so important that everybody gets the information. The taste is great. Most CBD products taste terrible. It's like going out and eating a bunch of grass from your yard. It is just horrible. And this tastes great, and that's a big part of the treatment program. If you don't like the taste, castor oil is good for you, but if you don't like the taste, and nobody does, you aren't going to use it. So that's important. Now the COA is very, very, very important because it shows precisely how many and how much components there are in there, and it also shows what's not in there. There is no heavy metal, there are no pesticides, there are no herbicides, there are no chemicals in there from the ground that could potentially damage you or offset the potentially valuable value of the CBDs. It's incredibly important to do that. The other thing, which I'm sure you're going to mention, is that how it's processed, because the processing of hemp is critical to this COA and to the purity as well. But this shows that these things are completely pure. Most of the stuff, and I can tell you from tremendous amounts of research on my side, most of the stuff that you buy on the internet or from your buddy down the street who's growing hemp, or from the local hemp growers is just terrible. It's just full of pesticides, herbicides, and heavy metals, because this stuff sucks up heavy metals like crazy.
It really does. Which make it a great plant for cleaning up the farmland, but
Absolutely.
you may not want to take the product, if it's grown under those circumstances.
And radiation. It also sucks up radiation.
It does.
Yeah, used a lot in a lot of areas where there's been a lot of radiation, which is here in Nevada.